I cannot believe I've already watched 2 episodes of Outlander Season 7. Time passes quickly, and I'm not ready to say goodbye to this season yet. So much happened in the second episode. Malva's killer was finally revealed, her brother Alan. Bree and Roger traveled back to the 20th century to get treatment for their newborn daughter Amanda, who had a heart deficit. Wendigo Donner ran away from captivity and demanded gemstones from the Frasers. While he and his stupid friends were looking for the gems, they spilled ether everywhere. Well, stupid is as stupid does. This man lit up a match to have light in the room and caused a tremendous explosion. I mean, Claire told him not to light up that match, and how does he not know ether is flammable? I think he forgot about basic science while spending too much time in the past. Anyway, the episode ended with the incredible explosion, and now I have to figure out who lived and who died. The preview for the new episode gives me conflicting clues. Of course, I know Claire and Jamie are not dead, but how did they survive? Did the explosion affect only the part of the house that Wendigo and his friends were in? It makes sense because the ether spilt out only in Claire's surgery. Let's look at the preview for more clues. The preview starts with this shot of a car driving in the middle of nowhere. I'm guessing this is Scotland, and the vehicle belongs to Roger and Bree. This wasn't too difficult to guess, as you can imagine. They safely traveled in the previous episode, although I wondered if they would stay in the US or go to Scotland. Perhaps they will see Joe Abernathy in the US first, because Claire said she knew someone who could help Amanda. Joe is one of my favorite characters on the show, so I hope we see him in episode 3. After Bree and Roger get treatment for Amanda, they will go to Scotland. More clues are in the preview, and I will also show some behind-the-scenes photos. The preview continues with Jamie and Claire lying in bed. Jamie says he had another dream of Claire's time. Honestly, this storyline is quite interesting. I have been dying to know more about Jamie's ability to see the future. He also talked about seeing Claire under electric light in the previous episode. So clearly, this has been an ongoing thing. As Claire asks him what happened in the dream, Jamie starts to describe, and what do we see? A car approaching Lallybroch. Long time no see, my friend. This car differs from what we see at the beginning of the trailer, so I don't know what is happening. At least this one has Roger and Bree in it. We know that for sure. What's interesting is that Jamie describes the scene perfectly. Claire also asks if they are happy, meaning Bree and Roger, but the preview cuts into something else before he answers that question. So Bree and Roger are going to Lallybroch. The episode synopsis says in the 20th century, Roger and Brianna find a link to Jamie and Claire. So I'm guessing after the treatment, they wonder if Claire and Jamie are alive after the fire, and they find Jamie and Claire might have returned to Scotland. In a season preview released after the first episode of Season 7, Jamie told Claire he wants to return to Scotland to take young Ian back to his family. So maybe in the future, Roger and Bree will learn about this and go to Scotland to learn more about their history. From a few leaked pictures, I know that Bree and Roger will stay in a caravan in front of their ancestral home because if you remember, the last time we saw the house when Claire went, there was not in good shape. So they will probably do renovations while staying in a caravan. Back to the preview. The big house is in ruins. This is such a heartbreaking shot. Claire and Jamie worked so hard to build this house. It makes me emotional to see it in such a condition. Young Ian is walking among the ruins, and Jamie and Claire sit in front of the house. You can see them from behind. The next shot shows Jamie and Claire from the front. Of course, they are upset. Who wouldn't be? The preview then shows the funeral scene we've seen in the trailers before. Jamie says, "Death, be not proud." This is the name of the episode as well. It refers to a sonnet by John Donne, an English poet who wrote in the early 17th century. I'm guessing Jamie reads the poem during the funeral to honor the dead. But who dies? Jamie would not read a poem for Wendigo Donner or his friends. Who else was in the house besides Jamie and Claire? Archbug and Murdina Bug. The synopsis for this episode also reads, Jamie discovers that Archbug is harboring a dangerous secret. Well, the first clues about this secret were given in episode 2, when Wendigo Donner's friends found some gold hidden by the bugs. Jamie was quite furious and asked Archbug where the gold came from, but Archbug did not say. It seems they'll tell us the origin of the gold in this episode. The only gold-related storyline that I remember is the one with Jocasta, whose husband stole some French gold while running after the Battle of Culloden. But how could Archbug get a hold of this gold? I don't know. But who is dead? Arch or Murdina? Well, this preview doesn't show, but the first official teaser for Season 7 actually does. In this teaser, you can easily see Archbug during the funeral procession. So it must be Murdina who died. She couldn't die due to the fire. She was right next to Jamie, Claire, and Arch. She couldn't have been the only one affected by the fire. So this must be related to the stolen gold storyline. The last scene of the preview shows Claire consoling young Ian. She tells him to put on a brave face, be strong, and keep breathing. I wonder if this is related to losing Fraser's Ridge, or something else happens that I don't know yet. Some of you gave me spoilers in the comments about something that young Ian does, but I'm not going to talk about that. We'll see it once the episode arrives. Now, it's time to share your thoughts on the season so far and your theories for the rest of the season. Did you like the first 2 episodes? What will happen in episode 3? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel if you want to watch more videos like this. See you soon.